Okay, hey guys, back again. So I did do a little more in the book. I added a few more pockets. I'll show you those later. I added this little ribbon to the paper clip, and I made that little guy to go in there. So I don't like having empty pockets if I can help it. And then this will just get tucked into the journal somewhere. All right, and then this, so I try to use everything that I'm sending you guys in the kit, or the people who have bought kits, utilize anything and everything. I'm not sure if all kits will have the same packaging, but this was a cardboard or chipboard envelope, and I cut it up. And I created this so that it had a little more structure to it. It's a cute little journaling card. And then, like I said, I cut this all out, and I got a few that I'm going to do here with you. So these are the 2 blank slates. I put some of that scrap paper that came with the kit on here. And let's see. So I've got these die cuts, the Tim Holtz people, that I want to use really bad. So they're going to go on here. I think some of this has to go on before they go on. So let's double check this. I think that has to go. Come on, tuck under. There we go. So if I've got him standing there, and I've got that, so it looks like he's leaning on it. Yeah, right there. So I'm going to just mark it. Pretty sure I have a pencil around here somewhere. At least I did have a pencil around here somewhere. All right, I'm going to do this real carefully. Just mark that corner. It's going to get hidden by him anyways. I just want to make sure I have a good spot to put it. And I'm going to use the glitter glue. It'll be a quick glue down. So I'm a little behind where I would like to have been with these journals, because they're definitely, goth, Halloween themed, and today is the 24th, so that's all right. They're gonna go to the shop anyways, and I don't think it ever goes out of season, so I think it'll be fun. All right, let's do. I think I'm actually going to use. So the difference is the quicker drying, like the glitter glue on the back of these Tim Holtz die cuts. It's kind of slick, and I don't feel like peeling it off because these are kind of thin. So if you use a wetter glue, like this one takes a little bit longer to dry than the glitter glue, but faster than the Elmer's glue. So with it sitting there longer and being, wet, it will seep in better, so then it gets a better connection. Because I have had some of these chip board pieces, die cuts that pop off because I didn't have time to really make a connection. So, but the good thing is with this, I have a little bit of wiggle room if I want it. Oops, and apparently I want it. There we go. And then I do have, where's my little card? Here we go, my little card to just kind of, it helps to press them down either with a scrape card, or sometimes I use a microfiber cloth as well. There, I like the way that looks. And then I was going to add this little ticket. It's a ticket to Memento Mori. Let's do a little bit of glue stick. Let's see, I have my little old magazines that are great to use when you're gluing stuff, because then just toss it and you don't have to wash up. Flip the page to the next one if it gets too sticky. So here's our ticket. I think that's kind of fun. Simple, cute. All right, let's do her. So I want to attach that number to this little fancy plate, label plate. So I'm just going to glue stick that. I've already what's the word? Inked the stuff I wanted inked. And did some cutting out of stuff and a little bit of design work just to save us some time. These videos are going to be long. The first one is like 55 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that open. Let's see. I want her hanging out here. She's going to be doing a similar thing, putting her hand over the top of it. And I actually am thinking, sometimes I like it when my labels go over and wrap around the other side. So I think I might just tuck that in right there and wrap it the rest of the way around. So I'm just going to mark this so I know where it goes. And you know, I'll just use this same glue. Why not? Sorry, I know I remember to stay on camera. This question is that straight? Still have a little bit of a double vision issue even after the surgery. So when it's crooked, it's always crooked in the same direction. All right, there's that. And let's get that bent over. Yeah, I'm gonna like that. I don't know why, that appeals to me. Make a good connection, the glue, yeah, and that will dry clear. Excellent. So that's just kind of cute. All right, and then we're gonna get her on there, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use that same glue. What is it called? Precision Craft Glue by Bearly Art. It is also less expensive than the Art Glitter glue. So I'm always looking for deals. You know, some of this stuff as a crafter, paper crafter especially, we go through a lot of it. I know I do. So there. Yeah. A little bit of glue leakage, but that's okay. A little bit of glue leakage, no biggie. Okay, and then I got this pretty little embellishment, a little fabric embroidered piece I'm going to put up there just because I think it's cute. So with that, let me use my fabric glue, Fabri-Tac. Still, even though the prices are going up, I can only find the small bottles now in the store, smaller than even this one. And the price is up there. I still prefer it over every other fabric glue I've tried. So if I can save a little money on other things, then I can still get my Fabri-Tac. Let's put that down and put this away and get it out of the way. And the nice thing about these cards, what did I just put in the trash? Ah, my glue stick. That doesn't belong in there. Okay, about these cards is they're slick. So with the things like this, I can use it to hold down the fabric because it was a little kinky, and it won't glue itself to the card. So it's a nice little tool, multi-tool use tool. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave it like that. And although, you know what, it won't stick to this either. I think I'm going to put it under my mat and let it hold that down. Excuse me. Excellent. Okay, how are we doing on time? Excuse me while I take a peek. Oh, we are at about 10 minutes. All right, we got time. So we got those two cards. Here, we'll do a preview at the end. All right, so those 2 cards. There was a few other things I wanted to do. Oh yeah, this one. I've got these little black wooden tags, and I want to do something with this guy. I wanted to wrap it around. Upside down. There we go. So if I have him there, I need to take something off the bottom. So maybe I'll go right below his teeth. I might even take a tiny bit off the top as well. All right, and re-ink. So this is by far even or straight, but you know what? It's okay. It is okay. I want this guy to wrap around here. Now we'll be using the Fabri-Tac for this part. So I'm going to encourage the crease there, and then I'm also going to encourage the crease there so that it wraps around that nicer. Yeah, I like it. All right, Fabri-Tac, here we come. And whoop, it's getting low. I think I have another one around, but you know what? Honestly, I just don't even know. I'm still in the middle of packing and sorting for my big adventure this winter. On December 18th, I will be heading south in my new 5-window schoolie converted, and yeah, working my way slowly, taking my time down to Florida. I have a college friend that I want to be able to go visit and spend a little time with her. Let's see. So I'm going to put this on here as well because I just think it'd be kind of fun. So and I think that should hold it. The wood is porous, and I think even with the glue stick it should not be an issue. Where is... Here it is. But I'll check it at some point and make sure. Yeah, fun. So it needs, I think it needs something up there. Ooh, I have this pretty bronzy color. Let's see what I can do about that. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna weave that through. I think I might staple this one. I got the little mini stapler from Tim Holtz. I just love, although I don't know. I want to take it away. Let's see if I can tie a knot. I do love the mini stapler, but I kind of want to, if I tie a knot, how about we try this? Sometimes I think too much and I want it to be pretty, even though it's grungy. That's all right. Oh yeah, this will work. We'll do it this way. Look at, I'm getting glitter everywhere. How lovely. So we'll pull it through here and then up through itself. And I'll have to, there we go. I'll have to, one of them didn't. There we go. All right. So let's open those back up so that they look good. Oh, I love it. Look at the glitter all over it. Can you see that? All over me, all over it. All over my table. You know what? I'm okay with that. All right, another one down. Put that one over here. Let's see. I wanted to play with this one. So I'm trying to use some of the stuff that has, you know, some of the fun embellishments. So you see what I'm doing with them. I really wanted to use this genuine leather as part of the tag with the dragon, and it shows the dragon scales, like it's made out of the genuine dragon leather. So, but I need to back this. This is a little too lightweight to hold and support that. So I'm going to go back to my packaging and see about cutting out another piece of it for this. Yeah, so what I'll do then is I'm going to go ahead and just glue it straight down. Let's see, is this dry enough to do? Yeah, it's dry enough. And let that dry while I prep one more. So we're going to do 2 more in this particular session. It's probably going to be a part of a bigger video, because I have a feeling there's going to be a few 2 to 3 1-hour videos to complete this for you guys. So I'm going to put this aside. That down there nice and tight. Yeah, put that aside, let that dry. And then there's another fun one I'm super excited to play with. So this is what was left of cutting out a die cut of label things. And I have this little tiny Tim Holtz girl, super cute. And I have this little pin that says "Caution, Beware." This little charm. And one other thing. Oh, again, I'm going back to my packaging. So this is what some of the stuff came in, these embellishments and whatnot. And I want this to look like almost like a specimen slide. So I am going to put her inside the bag. I need to glue her into place though, so I think I need to cut this down first. So bear with me, I'm going on the fly here. It was an idea I had. Oh, but I only have one side of this. Didn't think this one through. She's super cute. I really want her in there. I am wondering, maybe if I don't do that packaging, because I would really need 2 of these to make this work the way I want. She's too big to fold that in half. I wonder if I attached her like that. That's too cute. I want it to be creepy. So I might end up I'll have to cover up some of this on the back side, and that's okay. I don't mind doing that. I will take that time. So I'm still going to cut out a piece that's going to fit my little frame here. So I'm going to take advantage of having that corner, and I'm going to use this black marker because, again, that's all I have at the moment. And then I'll just cut inside that line. Again, use what you can of the packaging, because it just makes things a little more interesting. There. So I am going to, how do I want to glue her? I wonder if it's possible if one of these glues will hold. I might have to use double-sided tape. I'm not too worried about that because I don't think it'll really show that much. And I did color the backside of her black to kind of make it look like a little shadow, so hopefully it's got like a little bit of a creep factor. There we go. I don't think it'll take much. Come on now. think that'll work. So much fun. All right. I can cut a little bit off there. And I'm going to, I know the double-sided tape does work the best on these. So I'm going to end up having, personally, I'm going to cut out another piece of this. And one of the things I will encourage you guys to do as you're creating these, even though you have a lot of stuff in the kit, go dig around what you already have and add to it. So I had pulled out some stuff out of my scrap pile to use for backings and to add some weight to material or to some of the tags and ephemera. Okay, that'll work. All right, so let's put her down. I can't, there we go, now I can see. Let's see, is that gonna work? Oh yeah, that'll work. Nice. And let's see, do I have, and I could back it with one of these other things I have. I don't know if I like that though. Kind of like having that see-through, it's super cute. So I am going to end up backing that, but what I'm also going to do is I'm going to attach this to it. And in that sense, I'm going to use, where did I put that? Oh, I know right where it's at. So I know you guys saw that. I forgot to take off my mic and it all came crashing down. All right, I've got my awl now. So I'm going to use that to create a little hole in the corner here. These awls are the best. I use it for a lot of things. Oops. So once this is finished, I finish up that back side. Oh, did I not go through? I didn't go through both layers. Hold on. There we go. I can decide. Do I want it to go this way? There we go. So beware and caution. It's like, what is that little girl capable of? I think that's going to be a fun one. So I'm going to put this aside so that I can finish the back of it off camera. I love it. Love it. All right, so let's finish up this one here real quick. And I'm just going to, you know what? I don't know. Oh, the glue didn't. That's one thing, because this piece of paper was a lightweight cardstock, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of surgery here. You know, there's nothing wrong with having flappy ends and pieces. My friend that she's my artsy soul sister. She isn't as neat as I am, or I guess more like particular as I am about trying to get all my edges down. And a lot of her stuff it makes it look more worn. And I keep trying to tell myself that it's okay. I don't have to be perfect. Let's do this first. I think I need to cut this way first. There we go. and this is definitely not perfect because I already messed up that, but you know what? Again, it doesn't have to be. That's the whole joy of doing this stuff, is you can just enjoy it and have fun. At least I can. And I hope that you can. All right, so not perfect, not exactly straight. I will try to straighten this one out just a little. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And I know I have a hole punch around here. I have to be careful about moving. Is it in here? I think it might be in here. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I will hole punch that when I find the hole punch. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put one of these little enforcers on there because I think that would look cute. And then I can just hole punch it right there. For now, just to show you guys the effects, I'm going to do it this way because I want to be able to get the this through. So just imagine that that's actually punched out. But I think this will be cute. Is it going to fit? Ah, it's just going to fit. Excellent. There. And now I have another fun little tag. Genuine leather. Kind of fun. All right, guys, I'm going to pause here and I will be back. Okay, I am back. So there's two things I want to show you in the book, and both of them are how to deal with the papers that might be a little bit thin, that you might be worried about them being, also the ones that are covered with writing. There's different ways to approach this. Here is one example I've already done. So this is the same. This is the other half of that paper, and I've attached this cardstock and I made a pocket. I've also reinforced with masking tape the spine. So I took this piece, put a thumb hole in it so I have a pocket, but then I folded it over to the other side so that I had a flap. And I decided to turn that flap into another pocket. So there's that. But another way to also reinforce it is I also put something on this side. And I found this pretty image, and I left it open at the top for a pocket. Let's see, here you go. Yep. And then more packaging. So this is some of the other packaging, and I've used the double-sided tape, but I wanted to be able to see that image but still use the space. So now it's a clear pocket. Yes. I haven't done anything with this. I haven't decided yet. I might put a little belly band on there. Who knows? But right now it's just kind of a fun little hidden spot. And it also, like I said, reinforces that page. So it's more usable and you still get the aesthetics of the writing around it. I think it's kind of neat. I didn't plan it, but like Races of Man. It's kind of interesting. And so let's go back to the other page. Here we go. And this one, I really like that it says the word science. Table of ancient human remains. Oh, that's interesting. But unfortunately, that's going to get covered up because what I want to do on this one, similar but not without the fold over pocket that I did, I'm going to use this to I'm just going to glue it down there. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller because I want to be able to see the writing a little bit around it. So I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to just glue that there just to give it some heft, some stability. I'm also going to reinforce the spine as well, where it attaches to the spine. And then that's what I'm going to do. This is going to go right in the center of that because I think it looks really nice. And I might turn that into a pocket. And on this side, this is the other half of this piece of paper. But I like the kind of matches the color scheme on this side. And I'm going to put this here because it does kind of show off the lettering. I like that it shows the word science. And I just think she's pretty. So I'm going to put her there. I might leave her open as a pocket as well. I like lots of pockets, whether I use them or not. So let's flip over to this side. And I need to cut this down. So if you notice, I'm not measuring. I'm not using a cutter. I'm just doing the best I can with what I have. So I'm going to cut help if I put my glasses down. There we go. So yes, I like that. I'm going to cut in. Let's go to below these guys. So it kind of has a pattern. It makes it a little bit easier to cut a straight line. Ooh, there we go. Yes, I do like that. I like the page number showing. So I'm going to pull out my handy dandy magazine that I use for gluing. See, that one's getting pretty wrecked. I'm going to flip it around. There we go. There we go. Big glue stick. Now this one I'm not making into a pocket. This is just going to be the background and to stabilize that page. And I don't think I need to... I didn't think to put the masking tape on it yet, so hopefully I won't get in the way. Yeah, this will be okay. This will be okay. I'll tuck this right up underneath that. Here's my handy dandy card. And let's get this in here now. And if I have to, I can ink it. But I don't mind the masking tape. I kind of like the look of it. Just want to span where these pages meet the spine. There you go. And it's see-through enough that I don't think it's a big deal. Like I said, I kind of like it. And I want the key. Where's the key? There's the key. Now this one I am going to ink around the outside edge. I did not do that before I started the video, so bear with me. It's just enough to get rid of the white. I think I need to dampen my ink pad. I don't know where my little sprayer is. There we go. For now that'll work. So, you know what, maybe I'll make this one into, I think I will put a thumb hole in this one. Yeah. Yes, love it. Love it. Let's glue that down. And you'll notice that this paper is curling, but once we get the other side stabilized as well, they'll balance each other out. And it won't keep curling up and in. So I've got that side done. Masking tape. I'm going to do this first this time. And tuck it right up in there. There we go. Yeah. I don't mind that at all. Another one I am going to ink. I need to take care of that ink. I'll get that before I get to the next video. Okay. All right. So I think I want the pocket this time to go this way. So I'm going to do a very small indent, just enough to catch people's attention, and then I'm going to glue it this way. There we go. Fun. Fun, fun. Let me there's my pin. Okay, I had a lid. That's right. How about some coffee? Okay, I did do that. Oh, I did want to show you guys my little girl. I did back her. I just used some of the same envelope, the cardboard envelope packing to do that. Super cute. All right, so now this page is much firmer. I like it, but I'm concerned that the paper will rip if I go to turn the page. So I do have some of these handy. So I'm going to add that to my page. I'm going to do a little bit of, just to get rid of that little bit of a white edge, and then I'm going to do it just this part here. Oops. Oh, I like that. That goes nice. That goes nice. And then let's just, so it's not so stark. There. Love it. Needle, bottle, get that glue off of the tip. There we go. Okay, all right, so I have yet another pocket. Remember that pocket and that pocket. A tab to protect my page, and a big deep pocket right here. Fun. So that's another way. So there was this way to protect those thinner pages. There was this fold over that I did to protect that. I put that little guy there. And then, oh, here we go. I was going to do another similar fold over one so you guys can see it being done. And this time the paper is just normal notebook paper. It's not my favorite, so I do have a tendency to use that as take it as an opportunity to cover. So I'm going to reinforce it first. Yep. There's one side. I don't think you have to do both sides, but I don't mind, and like I said, I kind of like the look of it. If you notice, I attach it to one side and then I push it into the crease before I really press it down on the other side, and that way it makes it nice, easy folding. All right, so this one, yeah, I'm going to go right to where the paper is, or to the masking tape for the most part. So I'm going to just kind of, there we go, eyeball that and fold it over. Press that down. There we go. So it's right where I want it. Excellent. So again, opportunity for a pocket. Nice deep pocket. So first things first. Put this down. There. And then it also gives us another blank slate on that side. Although I was thinking of putting this guy on there, which I'd have to trim him down now a little bit, and that's okay. I do like the spider. Let's trim it down a little. Yes, that Mm-hmm. This one's not so bad. The edges don't look like they really need it, do they? And then I think I might just keep this as just a visual. So, is that dry? That's dry. I'm going to pull this out of the way, and we're going to glue this whole guy down. Yeah, that works. Love it. Spiders, they give me the creepy crawlies. All right, so now this side, I really wanted to, just for a decorative, although I think I might make this one a pocket, but this back one is definitely going to be decorative. I got a whole small box of these, and they're old, from I think the, I don't know, 60s or 70s, but they're kind of fun. I've been using them in and around the journal. That's dry on the inside. Yeah, cool. Oops. I keep leaving that unpinned. I don't want my glue to dry out. I'm going to put this up here. Oh, see, I got lines to use to make sure that it's not crooked. It's probably still going to be a little crooked. So now if I'm going to use this as a pocket, I am going to punch just a little, very small one. And I'm going to ink it as well so that it stands out. See how that'll help it stand out a little bit. Yeah. Come on, okay. So nice. And then I've got this little flap, so that'll have to get opened in order to get in and out whatever's in there. I really like this girl. I want to turn her into a tag, but I want to turn this into a pocket like I did the other one. I kind of like this look on this side, and it seems to fit pretty darn good. Oh, yeah, exactly. So I'm going to cut this right here. And again, I've got the handy dandy pattern to follow. There we go. And if this is down like that, do I want to do it this way? I kind of like showing little defects, so I'm gonna glue this down. Let's put in just a little. Yeah, my pad is falling. Pad's falling apart and ink is dry, but we're gonna make this work. There, I am gonna go across the bottom on this one as well. Oop, sorry if I got my head in there. There we go. Yep. Excellent. And I just need to turn her into a tag because I think she's going to be super fun to have in there. And I think I'm gonna cut it off. Is that not? It's gonna be a little tight. I'm gonna trim off a little bit. Just a little off of this end. Maybe a tiny off of this end. And I need to give her something a little firmer on the back side. Don't know that I want as heavy as the packaging is. So, oh, I do have this. This was a misprint because I was running out of ink. That would make a nice background to write on. I could just glue her onto that. Ooh, let's do it. Let's do it. Making it some fun. Flip that around. Let's glue away. Oops. There we go. Yes, I want that. Glasses might help. So I know she's not centered, so I'm going to do something about that. But first, I'm going to cut this. I might save these. I like this little strips on that side. Ah, that makes a very nice writing surface for her. There's a little cricket up there at the top. Let's okay. All right, so what can we do? And I still have little bits and pieces of fabric. So let's see what's in the stash over here. Ooh, I've got that. I've got these. Oh, I don't have a lot of the red. Well, I don't want the fabric on that side. It's going to get tucked in there. Maybe that can be used as a tab. The fabric really won't get in the way of anything. Something to think about. What can I put on the edge? A torn piece of that. Oh, you know what though? I do have. So we tore these off. Maybe. It's a similar pattern, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to make it. Ooh, I do kind of like that. All right, done. I don't think that's going to be the right choice because it's again a little bit thinner, but still cardstock, and that doesn't. The glue stick does not care for that. All right, let's do this. There, and that'll help balance it out. And I do want a tab, but I don't know that I'm going to do the fabric-y tab. Or maybe I'll do a combination of the fabric tab with, because the kits all do have. Where'd you go? I know you're in there. Here we go. These tabs. I'll cut it down. Now it might be too. If it goes in there, or is that going to give me much room? Let's see. It's not going to give me a lot of room. You know what? Let's just stick with the fabric tag. I'm going to double it up. I think I'm going to roll it over both sides. Let's do this. And I'm not even going to glue it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm dying to use this all day. Here we go. Cool. Oh yeah, that works. All right. And I still have, it easily closes. I still have opportunity to decorate there. Fun. All right, so 2 more ways. Those are total of, well, yeah, 3 ways to protect those weaker pages. Yeah, yep, here's this one. Yeah. All right.